Hi, I'm Lenore. I'm a singer and a voice teacher. Today I will watch for the first time a performance by Maria Callas in Rome from 1957. She is singing one of the most known opera arias, Casta Diva, from the opera Norma by Bellini. I'm very nervous. Maria Callas is considered to be the top of the top. On the other hand, she has received criticism, and I've never actually watched critically anything of hers or listened critically, actually. I was just, marveling and admiring her. So this is a first time for me. Let's see what happens.
Casta Diva,
Wow. Oh, okay. So it's very interesting to see how she's doing these melismas. You know, the one syllable, one vowel, multiple notes, without moving anything. She creates the space in her skull, and she goes for it. This is really nice, and I'm striving, and I'm also striving to teach my students to do the same. This is this is really a nice example of that. So, yeah, again, you see it on opera singers, you see it on every good singer. This, opening of the mouth and a little bit of perking of the lips, especially in the A and the E's when you want to do A and E, but they don't do that. They go like this. This is really, there is something about this that releases all the right spaces inside. Her posture is really good, really nice, relaxed shoulders. Loving that. Neck is nice and relaxed. Everything about her is serene and really diva-like. Yeah, that's why she was a diva. Ooh. Okay, so another thing that I notice here is that when she goes up to the high note, she exposes her upper teeth. So there's just a little bit of a lift here that helps um, helps open the head resonance. It's really good. I have to say, I've heard some people say that she has too much mouth resonance and not enough, maybe not enough body, not enough support. Support is not the right word, but she could have more depth maybe to her voice. I sort of hear that. I don't know if that's just her voice in its full form or it was just what she did that was her thing and that was her voice. She chose to use it that way. I don't know. I do hear a lot of head resonance for sure. I hear also some chest. So with opera, you're supposed to have chest and head, full gas on both of them and mix them all the time. She has definitely a homogenic sound, but it is possible that had she intentionally worked on it, she would have had more depth and more dimensions to her voice. Not that I'm complaining, I'm loving what I'm hearing. The high notes are pretty narrow, but I mean, at least for the 50s, that was very good. Let's just listen some more. Now it's the choir. She's gonna go for a long time. I can almost see the sound that it's right there in the pharynx and going. She doesn't need to move a muscle for that. Yeah, again, creates the space, and then she's making this really minimal sound, and it just flies there. Very impressive. Her air management is exquisite. I think she takes a breath, and then she just goes. She goes and goes and goes. It's a really long breath and very effective, very efficient sound. Not at all breathy, just as an opera singer should. And she's pleased with herself, of course. See? So here she changed her jaw a little bit, but in the sense that she dropped a little more on the higher note, and then she relaxed back. Some people, they go her and they close actively with the muscles. She doesn't do it here. On the contrary, in general, she's relaxed, and then for the higher notes, she just drops like 1 centimeter further, which is cool. You should do that. She's so relaxed. This performance has microphones, I think. I can't really tell for sure from the video, but yeah, we need to take that into account, that it was amplified. On the other hand, she did perform all over the world in opera houses with no microphone, so for sure she's capable of doing that. Just in this performance, if it's amplified, that would explain why she allowed herself to go narrower and softer on some notes, and not worrying about if she's gonna project over the orchestra or not. I'm sorry, I'm like really annoying about this, but the jaw thing. So here she opened the jaw less than I would maybe recommend to my students. But when she does that, she releases the lip downwards. So there is this relaxation downwards happening in this part, the pharynx opening. So this is very interesting to see. Sometimes professional singers will not do all of this, but it's because they're already familiar with the spaces that they're supposed to open, and they know how to do that without going and cracking their jaws open. In this case, he just did a little bit of this. I'm not even sure. Something with the lip. Yeah, it worked. It was good. I'm just melting from her. Just looking at her. People can say whatever they want about the resonances, and maybe I can agree that she could have more, but she has such musicianship, and that really comes from her very basic control over her voice. So she closes the vocal cords very well, and she uses a thin stream of air through them, and then she just plays around. She has it in a good place. She plays around with it. She can prolong it as far as she wants. She can make whatever phrase she wants, and it's really her own. This is really what I am personally looking for in an artist. So I'll take that. Before she ascends again, I want to say that it's really nice how she starts every sentence from nothing. I know that some vocal coaches really work like that. They want you to start from a very minimal pianissimo sound because it helps the placement. So I don't know if she does that on purpose, but she definitely does that. Cool. So, yeah, I have to say that the more I listen to this, the more I agree that at least at the top, she could have more dimension, and I would maybe prefer that, but it could also be an interpretation thing. So maybe this is just how she wants it. Maybe she thinks it fits the character or the story, whatever. She does it very narrowly and very minimal, which I like. I like minimal, but in the sense of the effort that you make for the high notes, and then around this, I would like to feel a little bit more, a little more resonance. But I really like what she's doing in the middle and in the lower register. And again, it could be on purpose. I don't know. But yeah, this is just the way she does it. This is her. That's a little fuller now. Okay, the last note was maybe a little more vibrato than I would choose. But this is very picky, huh? She's really, really good. I wish that I could achieve that level of performance as she did. But yeah, I mean, it's not in today's standards. It's not the best that one can do. We've heard fuller voices doing this aria, um, but this is not nowadays. This is back then, and she was not the best for nothing, for no reason, I think. Um, and the most important thing is that it's very touching, and yeah, I loved it. I loved it. So of course I have some criticism, but yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be good, and it was. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any requests for me doing, giving my opinion about anything, any singer or song or aria, feel free to leave it in the comments, and enjoy singing.